Jeremy Seewer, a GP win. It didn't look like you knew it when you crossed the line, but when you found out, it must have felt pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was cool, to get a GP win as a surprise, kind of, so yeah, the hard work paid off. I mean, I was riding well. I didn't get the results to actually win a GP on paper, but I did on track, so that's what counts. I mean, yeah, super happy, and it feels like I get back luck I lost this year. I mean, I had many fourth places this year where I could have won a GP, and now I won a GP, which, so it evens out. So, no, I'm super happy and cool.
How had you pegged as a potential title contender this year? Because you were coming in off a good end of season last year, but the start of the season again has sort of hurt you. You've managed to, I guess, mentally work your way through that and come out the other side again.
Yeah, this year it was just a complete different story in the beginning of the season. I had that crash, I had some small things we had to figure out on the bike, which was normal because it was a brand new bike from Yamaha, so we need to sort that out, and that cost me a lot of points together with my crash where I hit my head in Switzerland, where I got, taken out, unfortunately. So all those things together made the beginning tough, even though I was actually as fit and as ready as never before, so unlucky because I won pre-season races and I was super strong. But however, that's racing, and now I'm looking forward for the last GP plus the Nations, and then there is a next year, luckily,
Your style in the 250s was always pretty controlled and smooth, I felt, but on the 450 it looks to me like you've decided you had to be more aggressive. Is that true, or is that just completely wrong?
No, that's wrong. I think I was even more wild on a 250 sometimes, like I really pushed hard on there also, because I was on a Suzuki, so it wasn't the fastest bike. It was a super good bike, but not the fastest, so I always had to put the extra effort. But yeah, now I try to on a 450 you can never go fast without being smooth. Sure, sometimes you got to push, but you need to find the right places to push, so I always try to find the right balance.
I remember years ago hearing in an interview that you weren't counter-oxing. I think it was maybe your mum or somebody said, but each year you'll work out a way to get better and better, and that's probably the truest thing that maybe anyone's ever said about you. It's still happening. Each year you're finding a way to get better and better.
That's true. I do. Sure, the competition gets better too, but through my career I really made a step every year. And to start off, I wasn't incredibly wow. I mean, people like Herlings or Roxen in the past, I would look up to them like something wow. I can never achieve where they are. It's something amazing. They would lap me on tracks, and now I catch them up somehow. So that feels good.
Was it hard to ever believe in yourself then, if that's where you were visualizing other riders you were racing against?
Yes and no. I mean, I do believe in myself for sure. Otherwise, you never make it there. And then also I believe in, or I have people around me which believe in me a lot also, so it's a combination of things with your surrounding and the people you work with and yourself. In the end, it's yourself on the bike. So that package somehow worked out well for me, So.
And you have an Irish mechanic.
Yeah.
How much has he helped you get these wins?
Yeah, he's super cool, He never won a GP till this season, He worked for good riders and good teams, but he never experienced a GP win. So also it's quite special for him, And I love to work with him, He's having the good jokes on the line, So super funny.
And this, your Yamaha career's ending here. Was this an emotional win for that way as well, for all the people? I'm sure you have a good bond with the whole team and everything.
Yes, I mean, I'm not looking at it too dramatic, sure. I'm also sad to leave them by the end of the season, because we had a great time together. There were many people involved in Yamaha I really like. They helped me. They made me the guy who I am. They pushed me in a good direction, and like I said, made me where I am now. But at the same time, that's racing. I don't mind which color I have in between, as long as I'm winning and doing well, in the end of the day. So.
Roman Fevre gave you a panic rev going into the final corner at one point. I think it was the first moto maybe, and I was thinking these two are going to be teammates next year. You're used to equal teammates with Yamaha, but Roman, obviously he's very fast as well. So how is that going to be two air riders really under one team?
Well, I'm good at that. First of all, I'm doing my thing. I don't look at others. I do my business. I focus around my bubble and work with this, and I don't mind others. And on the track, if I find him now on a Yamaha or if I find him next year on the same brand, what's the difference for me?
Yeah.
And then I'm from Switzerland, you know, we are very neutral there, so I'm gonna manage those sort of things, I think so, you know.
And just finally, Motocross of Nations. I think Arno Tonis is on the 250, you and Valentin are on the big bikes. That's a strong team, and maybe this year it can top 5 or better.
I think top 5 should be the goal, you know, that's realistically the goal. Sure, if everything clicks together, you never know. If Arno has a good day, I have a good day, Valentin have a good day, then we can do something cool. But I'm not putting the pressure on. That race is there to wrap up the season in a good way, fight some of the best. Always cool that like the Americans come over. Right now, Team Australia with Chad and Hunter. You know, it's cool to race all of these guys.
You probably have a smile on your face if you're anywhere near the Lawrence brothers, I'm sure.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you know, Hunter is one of my best friends still up to this day. You know, like even he's living in the US and stuff. We keep in touch a lot, and yeah, I just like to see him. You know, and that's gonna be fun also racing those guys, and that's all I'm looking forward to. Try to have some cool battles. That's it. You know.
Perfect, Jeremy. Thank you. Congratulations.